made.
Table.
To make a wooden table, you need a big tree, and you find those in a forest. All wood comes from trees. This machinery is cutting the trees down so the wood can be used to make things. These trees are about a year old. This one is nearly 5, and look, it's bigger than me. But finally, they'll grow to be this big. This is a special forest, and every time a tree is cut down, a new one is grown in its place. That way, we'll always have lots of wood to make new things, like a wooden table. And here is a busy factory where these furniture makers turn wood into brilliant things we can all use. Like a front door, a stool you can sit on, or a toy you can play with. We're going to see how a table just like this one in a drawing is going to be made. First, the furniture makers pick the bits of wood they're going to use, and then the wood needs to be cut so it's the right size and shape. And for that, we need to use a special cutter. It's called a table saw, but it's a bit noisy, so I'm going to pop on my ear protectors. Workshops and tools can be very dangerous, so you should never go near them without a grown-up. Wow, look how quickly the saw cuts through the wood. The wood is now cut to the right size, but can you see it's all rough? So the furniture makers are going to make it nice and smooth. Joelle is going to use this special machine called a plane, but it's not like an aeroplane you'd see up in the sky. This plane has a very sharp edge that peels off the rough parts of the wood. When the bottom of the wood slides across the plane, the rough bits are cut off. Can you see all the bits of wood flying off? This is my special slow motion camera. Let's slow things down and really see what's going on, shall we? The plane works a bit like a potato peeler. As it moves across the surface of the wood, thin slices peel off. Can you see all that wood being shaved off? Look at all these wooden curls. Aren't they great? And look, you can see how much smoother and lighter the wood is now the top surface is gone. Now we have everything we need to make the table. These 3 pieces of wood are going to be stuck together to become our table top. And these 4 pieces will become the table legs. But how do we attach the table to the legs? Well, we need to make a frame. Can you see this piece of wood has a little bit sticking out the end? And then this piece has a hole cut in the middle. Watch what happens when I put them together. It's like a jigsaw. The 2 pieces have been cut perfectly so they lock together into something called a joint. Tom attaches all 4 legs by the joints to make the table frame. He glues the tabletop together and places it on the frame. Now this looks like a table, but it needs one last thing to finish it off. Do you know what that is? Joelle paints the sides of the table with a nice shiny colour. And for the top, uses a special kind of paint called a varnish, which helps protect the wood. Ta-da! It's ready, and doesn't it look amazing? To think this started off as wood from a tree, and now it's a beautiful table. I loved seeing how the old wood was turned into a table. What was your favourite part about seeing how a table was made? Do you remember the name of the machine used to smooth the wood? That's right, it's a plane. Did you like the sound of the saw? It was very noisy. And did you see the way the varnish was painted on to make it shiny? So the next time you eat your lunch, play a game, or paint a picture at a wooden table, just think of the trees that wood came from once upon a time. And now you know how the soapy water is sprayed around inside a dishwasher to clean those dirty dishes. Talking of which, I better put my dirty cup in the dishwasher. See you next time.